welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are at the Hunt for the Cure, and we caught up with a young man named Josh Carney. And Josh actually volunteers some of your time out on hunts. You actually have videoed some of them, I
have been in and blind with some of the kids, and I have videoed a couple of them. Some taking their first animals, and it's been an amazing time. I've had a great time with the kids, and everything that the Hunt for the Cure has done.
Yeah. So how'd you get involved with Hunt for the Cure, John?
Back in 2015, I got a message from one of their helpers that wanted me to come out. They've seen some of the things that I did on social media, and they're like, "Hey, come out and come have a good time and come see the kids." And I think it will be a good aspect for Hunt for the Cure.
Tell us about your first hunt, the first hunt you went on with Hunt for the Cure.
First hunt I went on was back in 2015, and I had just met the guys, and as soon as I met them, I knew right along that I'd be getting along great with them.
Yeah.
We joked, we cut up, we had a good time. At that moment, the kids didn't, there wasn't, any sickness or illness. Everybody was having a good time. They were loving what they were doing. The volunteers were very passionate about, what they were doing for the kids. And, seeing that, it gave me a lot of hope and inspiration. I know that, my situation may look bad to others, but seeing, those kids enjoying themselves gave me a lot of hope. And, it made me realize that my troubles aren't really bad at all. So being in a blind with those kids, made me, really focus and, see the better things in life. So I love it. I mean, I absolutely love being in a blind with kids and, sharing the hunt. Sometimes, the kids had the blind, they didn't see anything, but they still had a good time. So that's all that mattered to me.
So, Josh, what's your story? What's the deal?
Back in 2005, I was accidentally shot turkey hunting. My dad accidentally shot me turkey hunting, and it left me paralyzed. And from there, I got back into hunting and started traveling. And with that, it gave me a gift to mimic animal sounds. So, 2014, I went to a show and started making animal sounds, and people just picked up on it and drew them in. And
what's your first animal sound you made? What was it?
I think the first animal sound I made was a dying chicken, and I don't think I did it on purpose.
So come on, give me one good animal sound.
I'll do a goose for you, Canadian goose.
All right. You see them over there looking up. Those guys
They're
over
coming
there looking
in.
straight up.
They're
man.
coming in. They're about to flock in right here.
Come in. All right, so you've been on a few hunts, and you actually make the sounds. You actually make the calls.
When the kids want me to do it, I'll do it anytime for them.
Yeah.
But the place that Keith, they have set up, you really don't have to do anything but sit there and wait, and the kids, they have a good time being out there.
Yeah. All right. So tell me about some of the places you went on hunts.
So I've only actually hunted the places in Georgia.
You from Georgia?
I'm from Louisiana.
Okay.
But I'll make the trip anytime that Keith needs me to make the trip and come to Georgia and have a good time with the kids.
Yeah. Now let's talk about Keith. When you first met Keith, tell everybody about it.
When I first met Keith, I didn't know how to take him. He was one of those guys. He was high energetic, and he was straightforward. Let's go, and man, that's my kind of guy.
Yeah.
So we got along great. From the start. Everything was well. They handled it great. Professional, smooth going.
Yeah.
And everything just went wonderful. So being around that made me comfortable. So I loved it.
You love to hunt.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and you love to see that expression on those young people's faces.
I think that's the best part about the whole trip.
Yeah.
I hear a lot of people say, a picture's worth 1,000 words. Well, if you could picture those moments when it happens, I think it would speak volume for a lot of people.
Yeah. So, Josh Carney, what do you tell people who may be thinking about getting involved, maybe giving some of their land to hunt on around here for the young people? What do you tell them about it?
I would definitely recommend someone, do a donation or, give a hunt or donate their place to hunt, because you honestly don't know what it's like to experience that. We take things for granted every day, so you don't know what it's like to experience, a kid that has, something going wrong, they make the best of it. So once you experience that and see that firsthand, you'll fall in love, your heart just melts, and it's just something that takes your breath away. So, I would definitely, if you have the ability or someone that has the ability to do it, definitely try and get involved with Hunting for the Cure.
Yeah. Thank you, Josh Carney.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank
God
you.
bless you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, now we're here with Chase Camp. You renowned for duck calls. People know you all over.
Renowned is a big word, but
Yeah, but you know what you're doing with it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and so you showed up here today. You're going to give out some duck calls to several of these young people. You brought that. You're going to do some seminars. You're going to show us how to, call duck.
Yes, sir.
Hopefully, teach somebody something today.
That's the plan.
Yeah,
yes,
that's
sir.
a big lesson to teach some of these people around here. But hey, Chase, how'd you get involved with Hunt for the Cure?
I've got a good friend, Jeff Dollar. He gave me a call and said, Chase, we got a great group of guys out here. We want to throw together something for the kids. It's called Hunting for the Cure. And we'd like to get you out here and see if you can't help out, show the kids how to call, teach them about calling, teach them about duck hunting. And I said, man, that sounds awesome.
So how many different events have you been to, Chase?
For Hunting for the Cure?
Yeah.
This is my first time, and I'm looking forward to it. Glad to be here.
Oh, awesome. Well, I know you've been to hundreds and hundreds of events before.
I've been to expos, events, shows. Yes, sir.
They don't stop, do they?
No, sir, but we enjoy every one of them.
Where'd you learn how to make duck calls and duck call?
Yes, sir. I don't actually make them, but I do call them. So I started years ago, and I didn't really start getting real involved in duck calling, but about 2010, and I met Butch Richenbach, who's the guy who founded R&T Calls, and he's a legend. He started teaching me, and then after that, I just really got involved in the calling circuit and hunting, and next thing you know, I was on stage doing competition.
Awesome, man. So you won a few competitions?
Yes, sir.
I bet you have, man. Show me a good duck call now.
Alrighty. This is a good duck call here. It's just one I had in my pocket.
Right.
It's an echo duck call. Now, did you want me to actually call it?
Yeah, I want you to call it.
All right, I'm going to do a little feed call. They warned me about not being too loud right now. They're going to let me cut loose here in an hour or two. But here's a little sample. And that's what you call a feed call.
Feed call.
Yes, sir.
All right. Let's talk about another call.
Okay. Another call is just simply the quack. And that's not necessarily a call, that's a quack. But you got quacks, feed calls, you got greeting calls, comeback calls. Mm-hmm. So like a little greeting call would sound something like this. Doing it real soft in here.
Yeah, oh yeah.
But ducks are like people, they have voice inflection. When they're excited, they get loud.
That's right.
When it's quiet and they don't really have a lot going on, they'll be more soft. So
where's your favorite place so far in your life now to duck hunt?
I would have to say Arkansas. Mississippi's a close second, and then just the Georgia wood duck woods are always fun. So,
awesome.
Absolutely.
So good to see you, man. Thank you for taking time and what you're doing for Hunt for the Cure.
Absolutely. Glad to be here.
You don't think it'll happen to you twice. First, it was a fire. My agent was right there and helped me rebuild. Then the tornado destroyed everything, again. Both times, my independent agent and auto owners took care of me like someone takes care of family.
For whatever lies ahead, we're always there.
Orr Insurance is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
The City of Dublin's Natural Gas Department is offering a $1,000 rebate on the purchase of a natural gas, stove, furnace and tank or tankless water heater for new construction homes or if you're remodeling your home. Individual rebates include natural gas tankless, up to $400 rebate and free gas service installation. Natural gas tank, free 40-gallon or $200 rebate on other sizes, free gas service installation. Natural gas furnace, $200 rebate. Natural gas stove, $100 rebate. Natural gas dryer, $100 rebate. Natural gas grill, $100 rebate. Natural gas logs, $100 rebate. Maximum yearly rebate? No maximum. Save now. Save later. Call the City of Dublin Natural Gas at 277-5048.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're making our way through the crowd today here at Hunt for the Cure, and we caught up with a young man, Hunter. Hey, Hunter.
Hi.
How you doing, pal?
I'm doing good.
Good. Look, Hunter, you actually hunt?
Yeah.
You didn't just put that name on yourself to come out here today, did
Oh,
you?
no.
Your mom and daddy gave you that name?
Yeah.
It's your dad over here. What's his name?
Dennis.
Dennis. Hey, Dennis, how you doing?
I'm doing all right.
Good. What's y'all's last name?
Vermilion.
Vermilion. All right, and y'all from where?
Bristol, Tennessee.
Bristol, Tennessee. Sounds like a lovely place. I hadn't been there.
Oh, it is.
It is.
Yeah. What y'all like to do around the house? Hang out?
Yeah.
Hang out, hunt,
Football. Huh?
Football. Get out of here, man. What's your favorite football team?
Tennessee.
Tennessee. Well, all right. He's got on orange, but that's all for the cure. Hey, looky here, man. I want to know about your hunt. You have actually been on a hunt for the cure before?
Yeah.
Tell me about it, Hunter.
I went on a whitetail hunt and I killed an 8-pointer.
An 8-pointer?
Yeah.
Get out of here, man.
And then later on, I went on a hog hunt and killed 3 hogs.
3 on the same hunt?
Yeah.
That's awesome. What'd you shoot them with?
Didn't shoot them.
Would you trap them?
Stabbed them.
Stabbed them?
Yeah, Mr. Tommy took him hog hunting and surprised him with 3 hogs.
With 3 hogs,
Yep.
and you
Yeah.
stabbed them.
Yeah, then he customized a knife, a Bowie knife for
Yeah.
each kid.
Yeah.
And he goes through the Bible verse, through a Bible, and puts a verse that fits that child and has it engraved for that knife, just for that child, and gives that knife to that kid after the hunt.
Do you remember that knife?
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember that verse or about what it said?
I can do all things through Christ.
That's awesome, Hunter. That's awesome, man. All right, let me back up now. Did you use that knife on that deer?
No.
I knew you didn't, buddy, but you shot him now.
Yeah.
You shot him with a rifle or a crossbow or what?
AR.
AR, all right. How long you been hunting?
Probably about 3 years.
About 3 years. How'd y'all get involved with Hunt for the Cure?
It was actually for a friend on Facebook
Yeah.
and stuff after he got diagnosed and stuff.
Yeah.
And was telling us about this organization to try to get him back into being a kid again, back into a routine and something that he likes to do. And there ain't nothing better than the outdoors, and they go way out of their way to make sure the kids and the family are taken care of and stuff.
Who'd y'all first meet, Hunter, with Hunt for the Cure? Who'd y'all first talk to? You remember?
Mr. Keith.
Mr. Keith. That man gets around, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Huh? What you like best about Mr. Keith?
So nice.
He is nice, isn't he? He is one friendly fella. It's not the beard, though, is it?
No.
Yeah, he is, and really wants to, I don't know, just hunt and enjoy life and enjoy
Yeah.
people.
It's all
right?
about sharing a smile.
It's all about sharing a smile. That's a great one. So y'all came down here today for the Hunt for the Cure.
Yeah.
Yep.
Did y'all bring your appetite?
Yeah,
Yep.
we actually even brought grandparents too.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
That's wonderful. Who's your grandparents? What's their name, buddy?
My papa's name is Jerry. My mama's name is Brenda.
Well, all right. Jerry and Brenda down here with you. Where y'all staying?
We're going to stay at I think the Holiday Inn. The Hunting for the Cures is going to put us up for the night
Putting you up for the night.
and take care of us.
That's
all.
awesome. Well, I can't wait for them to break out the food, Hunter. I'm counting on some of that hog and oysters. You like oysters?
I don't know yet.
You don't know yet. Well, I'm going to watch you on
All
that
right.
one, Hunter. Thank y'all so much for
you're
talking
welcome.
to
Thank
us.
you.
Pleasure to meet y'all.
You too.
All right, now, ladies and gentlemen, we're here with Keith Still. You may remember him from last year when Hunt for the Cure, for the first annual Hunt for the Cure. We were out at the fire station with Tommy Wyndham, and were able to interview the family that came in last year.
That's right.
And here we are again, another year into it, the second annual, and man, has it grown, Keith.
It has tremendously. We pretty much have doubled in size. What a blessing! What a blessing!
Yeah. And when you find people like Tommy Wyndham, like the people involved here in
Yes,
Dublin,
sir.
it's a blessing, isn't it?
Oh,
Keith?
absolutely, absolutely. There's many. It's not just Tommy, but there's many
Yeah,
here in Dublin
yeah.
that participate and help us out.
Yeah, he has such a passion for it. He went out and started spreading the word, and then met
Absolutely.
you, talked to you. He's trying to secure land all around. He's trying to help in any way he can. Here we are. We have the young people hunter, the young man hunter we interviewed just a moment ago, who's able to go on a hunt, and they're able to help other people. But let's
Absolutely.
talk a little bit about the broad picture of your organization, how Hunt for the Cure actually
Okay.
started, Keith.
We started in 2011. We basically had some property that we owned at a plantation, and well, we felt a calling that God had us want to do something more with it. And so we opened it up to families that with children who were fighting cancer, and it has just grown from there. We've hosted families from all of the United States, as far west, California, to far north as Michigan, Ohio, New Jersey. I mean, it's just a blessing that keeps blessings.
What's the most recent hunt you went on?
Most recent hunt, we had a kid, Riley, we took to hog hunt down here in Dublin about 2 weekends ago.
Yeah.
Sure did.
You had him a nice hog.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Got him a boar hog.
Yeah.
He'll never forget it.
No.
Nor will his
You
dad.
And where were they from?
They were from Carrollton, Georgia.
Awesome.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So not too far to travel.
No, sir.
And so whose land here, or if you don't mind, is just somebody's Tommy and them, or who?
No, Mr. Kennedy. I think he is Kennedy, not construction, but Kennedy Concrete.
Okay.
Mr. Kennedy, I think, is his property. He was gracious enough to let us use his property and went out there and hunted on his property.
Yeah. And so it's so good to have that property, and maybe somebody out there has some property, hadn't been
Absolutely.
overhunted. They have hogs, they have deer, they might have quail, might
Yes, sir.
have duck.
Absolutely.
On the water.
Absolutely.
Any of it can be hunted, right?
Absolutely. We welcome you.
Yeah.
And
Gators as well.
gators as well.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
We have a few of those around too, you know.
Yeah, we do.
And so y'all had someone who actually caught a gator, right?
We did. We had a couple actually. They've come out. Matter of fact, the young lady should be here tonight. There'll be some videos of it tonight, or the gator she went on. Absolutely.
All right, and so it's grown now. Are most of them about this size, the ones you put on the Hunt for the Cure around the United States?
As far as the events like tonight, yes,
yes.
they're pretty similar. Yes, sir.
Have a band, Christian band comes in,
absolutely.
maybe a country music band.
That's right.
Kind of grows along, doesn't it?
It does.
And like you say, this is more than doubled in 1 year, hasn't it?
It has. It has.
What do you tell local people who may be thinking about it? How can they get more information on it?
Well, they reach out to us at huntingforthecure.org. So it's www.huntingforthecure.org. Or you can call us directly, 706-627-9527. We'd appreciate it if you whether you want to volunteer or if you want to offer some land, allow a kid to come out. A blessing that keeps blessing. We'd appreciate it.
Thank you, Keith.
Thank you, sir.
Hi, I'm Chuck Harwell from Community Bank, and I would like to remind you that we're here to help you with all your financial needs. We can help you with loans for almost everything from getting married, buying your first car, getting ready for a new baby, buying a house, or going to college. You see, we're the bank that lives up to our name, Community Bank of Dublin-Lawrence County. We're Community Bank of Dublin-Lawrence County, where common sense banking never goes out of style.
Fairview Fitness Center, open 24/7 with staffed hours available every day. Push your fitness further with our fitness classes. Join today and see the benefits of a healthy life. Fairview Fitness Center, serving our community for over 30 years. For more information, call 353-1900. Visit us at 200 Industrial Boulevard behind Fairview Hospital or log on to fairviewfitness.com.
All right, now here we are, ladies and gentlemen, Hunt for the Cure. We're able to talk to John Rocker, the John Rocker. Man, thanks for coming down and being a part of this. I know you do a lot of good things. You got a good heart, man.
I try to.
Yeah.
I know. And Hunt for the Cure, a dear friend of mine, Jeff Dollar, lost his son about 3 months ago to a brain tumor. Hunt for the Cure set up big for him. Killed a really nice buck last year, about 150-inch 10-pointer last year. Killed a nice buck the year before. Killed a turkey. Hunt for the Cure was huge for him, huge for the Dollar family. Jeff asked me to come out here and help them raise some money. I was absolutely come on down. So.
And I know people are excited about it. You just paused from signing some autographs, hats. Some people brought shirts. You brought several pictures of yourself as an Atlanta Brave. So you started out, man. You're from where? Savannah?
Macon, Georgia.
From Macon.
Yeah.
You played in Macon.
I did.
And then you went where?
I got drafted by the Braves in 1993.
Yeah.
Also had a scholarship to play at Georgia.
Yeah.
Actually went to Athens, got my class scheduled with the orientation. About a week before school started, I gave him a scholarship back and started playing with Atlanta. And just went all the way through the minor league system in about 4 years and broke in with Atlanta in '98.
Yeah. Left-handed pitcher, right-handed batter.
What about it?
That's you.
Yeah. Lefty throw, righty hit. Yeah, a little bit. I cannot swing a bat from the left side. I tried it, can't do it.
Yeah. You found your niche. Hey, your first no-hitter was in high school. You actually had 3 during high school, didn't you?
I think so.
How'd you get so good so fast? Just natural? You
I think so. I work with kids some now, and everybody wants to, my kid throws 86, teach him to throw 95. You really can't. Either you can do it or you can't. You can take someone that throws 86 with training, mechanics, things like that, and maybe get them up to 90, that kind of thing. Give them 3 or 4 miles an hour. Either you can throw 95 or you can't. So it was just one of those things.
And you work with a lot of kids still?
No, not a lot, a few. Johnny Estrada's a good buddy of mine up in Atlanta. Worked with some of his kids, and back in the day when he kept nagging me, I'm like, Johnny, I work with some of your kids, but only give me the kids that can play. They can't figure out which hand to put the glove on. And work with a couple of kids that are D1 prospects that they're may or may not get drafted where they want to be. But kids like that, you just try to take that kid that's right on the edge and kind of kick him over, get him there.
Yeah. So where do you live now? City of Atlanta?
Unfortunately, yeah. Atlanta. Yeah.
And you can't hardly go anywhere there, right?
No, you really can't. I should have been down here about 45 minutes earlier today, but wrecks and construction and just a fist fight.
Yeah, I thought.
That's what it is. It's a fist fight when you anywhere in Atlanta, any day of the week, any time of the day, you're going to get in a traffic jam. It's just going to happen.
Yeah.
So feels like you're in a fist fight.
You still love the city, though, don't you?
It's all right. I like it. People treat me good up there. Got a lot of connections up there. It's kind of hard to leave.
It beats New York, doesn't it?
Every day of the week. Every day of the week.
Man, we appreciate you being a big-hearted guy, coming down to things like this and sharing with these young people. Baseball, obviously, the greatest pastime ever. So here we are, Atlanta, a young team, man. What can you say about the Braves right now?
They're still a little green for doing what they're trying to do. I don't know specifically, but there's probably not a dozen games, maybe 15 games of experience on that entire roster going up against the Dodgers that lost in a dramatic Game 7 last year. That team up and down is just packed full of veterans, packed full of experienced guys. Just a little too green for the situation they're in right now. But heck, what a stat I saw the other day that Albies and Acuna, 50-plus home runs between the two of them. 20 and 21-year-olds hit 50 jacks this year, and one made the All-Star team. And if Acuna had been up all of April, he'd probably been an All-Star as well. He'll be Rookie of the Year this year. Their future looks bright as can be.
John, sometimes if you don't know, you can't do it.
Yeah, that's true. Ignorance is bliss sometimes, but experience will beat ignorance in the long term every time. Yeah. So it will.
Once again, thanks for coming down today. Thanks for speaking to us.
Not a problem.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, this man needs no introduction, our sheriff, Larry Dean. But, Larry, we caught you over a moment ago just mingling with the crowd, and there you were talking to John Rocker now, and that brought back some memories of back when you were game warden.
Yes, sir.
And I don't know why it didn't come to me earlier, but sure enough, when we were over there, I remembered something about you actually giving him a ticket for hunting down here at one time when you were game warden. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Tell me about it.
Well, he happened to end up being on the baited field over there on the Graham property at that time.
Not baited.
Yes, sir. There was a little wheat on the backside of the field over there, and we was working with the federal agents that day, and they don't take no prisoners. So I ended up giving Rocker and Ryan Kolesko a ticket that day.
And you gave Kolesko one, and what did he tell you? How much is the ticket?
Yeah, I asked him, well, how much would his autograph be? And I told him about $300, and he said, well, that's how much an autograph will be that day. So I didn't bother to get it that day. So
you didn't get the autograph, you just gave him yours.
I just gave him mine. and hey, and you can tell those guys are great guys.
Yeah. Come out and come down here in this hunt for the cure. What do you know about it? I mean, I've just learned about it over the last 2 years, Larry, the opportunity to help kids with cancer.
Well, the Wyndham guy that's put it on, he come out of sheriff's office last week and it told me that this is really my first to knowing a whole lot about it too. So when I campaigned on it, I was going to be a sheriff for the citizens and be in the community. So I'm out here today supporting it. I got to go right back to the truck and get a checkbook and get me one of them packages. I want to win me a gun where I can go dove hunting again.
Yeah. And a lot of good turnout out here. They got, I don't know, it's twice as big as it was last year.
Right.
They got like 57, 59 tables that they've sold. People sponsored tables. They got music out here. They got duck callers. They got, professional duck callers. They got people like Rocker out here who's brought his entourage in and able to share with us. And young people just love it, and we love it too, don't we?
Right.
But just to be able to reminisce back on that day when somebody spilled some corn back on the backside of that, riding along and it hit a bump.
You're right.
Corn fell out in the back of the field, and there y'all are.
And when the game with the game wardens, it's kind of like we was just like the umpire in the game, and he just got caught that day.
Got caught.
So
that's all there is to it.
It's all just a misdemeanor, and they were good sports about it, and went on and paid their fines. But and it was a federal case that day, believe it or not. When the feds come in, everything goes to federal court because ducks and doves is a federal bird.
Yeah.
So at that time we were prosecuting everything in Lawrence County with the feds. So. it was just a fun day for me.
Yep, you got to give the autograph, but you
I
didn't
didn't get one.
But thanks for coming out here today, though. Really, Sheriff. You know, like you say, you campaign on being a sheriff for the people, and here you are out here again today.
Well, when we gonna get some cold weather?
As soon as the Lord brings it.
That's all we can say. I'm thinking about running over to the fair because I've never been to the Perry Fair that it wasn't cold. So y'all want me to make a trip over there?
Yeah,
and see
bring
if
back some cold weather.
Back some cold weather.
Thanks
well,
for
good
what
to see
you
you, and I
do.
appreciate
Thank you.
I appreciate what you do. Thank you.